Hello everybody, welcome to Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Scratch Start, Episode 9. We have more planks to sell, and it looks like beams. I don't know whether we'll actually have planks or not. We'll find out eventually. The plan for today is to make enough money to get going on the plan. The plan, as a reminder, was to either buy a regular old combine or save up and hopefully make it in time, like either buy one of these little old combines here, preferably actually I think the Rostel mash. This one is like the better one in terms of 25 kph and 5600 liters. Oh, this is the best one. The model is alright. I don't really like the yellow one, New Holland, because the model is a bit rudimentary. But not that detailed. Kind of looks like a toy. But this one looks pretty alright. So maybe this guy here at 70k. Or to buy the other potential option was the tractor swathing mod, which just needs a tractor, and we need a tractor anyway. So I'm really leaning towards that. Yesterday's, or well, for what will be yesterday's video for you, hasn't come out yet, because I'm a day ahead on recording, because I'm itching to play this one, this series, as opposed to the last series. I got bored pretty quick last series. But, looks like we could do some possible harvesting contracts and play with some big equipment and get some monies. So we're gonna do that for sure. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell the planks and beams, and we're gonna do a couple of contracts, and that's basically it. And I've noticed that my sped up portions of my videos are kind of jerky, so I'm going to try to do less looking around. Try to leave the camera more still. Maybe I have a feeling people are skipping those sections, or some sections anyway. But that's the plan. Contracts. So anyway, like I said, I asked what you guys thought, but I am really leaning towards the swathing. The swath dropper is... Oh, you know what would help, though? Is if we actually drop that. Speaking of dropping things. I would like to do the swathing, and I can't afford the MacDon setup. And that seems like a pretty cool setup, and it actually costs fairly similar to... Actually, it might cost fairly similar to the MacDon, but then it's a one-purpose thing, whereas we get the tractor, and we're looking... Well, so that's 135. Yeah, I calculated it out last episode. It was about 300k either way. So I feel like as far as money-wise goes, I'm not really changing things. It's not out there. I haven't done any research to find out if there actually is a tractor swathing thing like that. Most things that I think are ridiculous actually turn out to be true in this game. So they turn out to actually exist, which is crazy. Some of this equipment. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's cool to think about that this equipment that's so super useful actually exists out there. But I'm not going to make you sit through the drive to the wood sales. So I'll see you over there. All right, we're here. And that was a good amount of money right there. So that's cool. So this is why I usually drive back around. Well, if we could go find another collectible or two, we'd be well on the way to picking up that tractor. Given that like 10 people total watched last video, the previous video, episode 7, I feel like it's highly unlikely that I'll get anybody who even hears me talking about the decision. Ouch. So I'm just gonna make the arbitrary decision myself. We're going with the swathing, the tractor swathing, which means the first thing we need is the tractor, which will come in handy right away, or nearly right away. Anyway, so right, and that thing was the tractor I decided on was a medium tractor, and it's the Deutz-Fahr AgroStar at 230 horsepower. Got the front linkage. It is the answer. We could go with one of these other lower ones, but again, they don't have the front hookup that I need, so that Deutz-Fahr is the one. But we need to think about how we're getting the money. And I can't remember where any but one more collectible is, although I believe there is a collectible out there. Apparently there's still no harvesting, but there is mowing. And that equipment, yes, we're gonna mow 84. And we're gonna... Oh, there is a harvesting. What is it? It's a small field and spinach. Spinach isn't actually that bad, but it's only 1,500. It is only a small field. No, spinach is still a long harvest. Okay, we're gonna hire a worker to go out and weed 87. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, I didn't borrow the equipment. I didn't borrow the mowing equipment. Oh man. Ah, okay, 87. It's down here. Just mowing was $8,000, but I just hit accept because I don't know why. So now I have to lease the mower. Can't quite afford to buy the tractor. But let's look at mowers and see what our options are. Maybe I can lease an all-in-one. What's the lease cost on that? Huh, 23,000. Nope. No, thank you. All right, what am I going to do here? LO feels like this. 180, which is 10 over. Okay, we're going to try to do it with the Merlot and overwork our thing. I almost bought that mower. Right, so I'll see you at the field, which I now don't remember. Mowing 84. Oh, right there too. Yeah, I'll see you at the field. And here we are at the field. We're just going to mow this guy. It's going to be a little bit of a slog, but not terrible. And in the meantime, our worker is just started. Nope, he hasn't yet. That's me. Let's go check on him real quick. Okay, he's about to start. Alright. Time for hopefully a less jerky time lapse. Alright, that's that on that. So now the question is, are there any other mowing contracts Oh, I didn't borrow this equipment. I can just straight up collect it. There's that mowing contract, 12, which is right around the corner, kinda. We'll take that one, and keep the mower. We can afford to buy the Deutzfahr. So I think we're gonna pop on over here and get the Deutzfahr to do that second contract. I'm solid on the idea that I'm gonna try out this this tractor swathing. Especially given that our fields are so small as they are. Oop, wrong one. Oh, this thing won't drop. Doesn't mount. Doesn't have any legs. So we're just gonna park this thing right here for now. And go shopping. We'll even turn it off. Since we're here, we'll just go shopping here. So hopefully this works out, because I need to have what I need to have in time to get it going, if you know what I'm saying. Right, and we're just gonna go with the bare default, because I don't want to spend money on tires. Narrow tires might be a good thing to have, but that brings us up to 90.5. The narrow tires would be good for some work. We're just going to go with the default. Okay. Our new tractor. Look at it. Yep. Here it is. Not bad, not bad. What is that? Can't read that. It's only 40 miles an hour, but I think it's going to be a good tractor to have. This better hook up to it. That would be crazy. We'll fold it up and get going. Alright, this is just around the corner. I think it's right next to one of our fields. Okay, well. Huh. That worker completed the field and it didn't go, so we're back into position where we're going to have to pay ourselves with the console and call it good. Hopefully we can make 40 before it's time to harvest these things. Although I think we still, no, I keep thinking we have soybeans, but we don't. Alright. This thing will run it just fine. Which is cool. This is a nice, real quick one. Okay, that's done. So I'm going to collect on that and return the mower because I don't want to pay another 1,600 on it. It's 0.4 hours. Maybe I should see if there are any more mowing contracts first. Make the best use of it. There aren't. So we will go return it. And now we gotta go, we're just gonna leave this tractor out here for a minute. Because we gotta go out and see what's up with the weeding contract that went wonky. Did it just quit? It didn't even do it. Or maybe the weeds are too big. Are the weeds too big? Okay, it says it needs hoeing. So they gave me a contract where the weeds were too big. Which is not my fault. We weeded it. So they owe me, and I determined previously that this reward is already minus the amount required. So they owe me 6,697. 6,697. All right. And next time, loan me the right equipment. we ought to just have a quick look at this guy here. We've got sorghum. And the pH is apparently bad. Even though I applied thought I applied lime to it, but maybe I didn't. Well, we'll deal with it. So we could have gotten 125 at 17 tons per hectare, but we didn't. So we need 40K for the we need 40K for the piece. The swathing header. This is coming along quite nicely as well. And we've still got all the stuff we need. Is that lime? I think that's lime. Calcium carbonate. Yep. So, what's next, you ask? Well, probably one more. Oh no, we gotta go cut a tree down and drag it into the sawmill zone, probably. I should have turned back there, but this is fine turn. This is a fine turn itself. Still do want this field here. This is a good field. And that it's fairly big and right next to the farm. It's a little bit odd shaped, but it's entirely workable. And we have our first quote unquote real tractor. It's cool too. We use it. Whoa. Get this winch. We're gonna drag one of these trees over. We should get this oak right here. I think this is an oak. Yep. The plan is to open this up a bit more. Assuming I can remember how to. Man, I am messing up here. Weird. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. And it took the whole thing. But we're back up to nearly full. So that's cool. Go put this away. I'm gonna go get that, no, I said I was gonna wait, but I'm not. I'm gonna go get that collectible. So we got sorghum and something else. Canola. And canola starts harvesting next month. So we need to be able to swath that canola next month. And we will get a nice little infusion from the lettuce and a nice little infusion from the wood. But we need 40 grand for the header, and then we need another 125 for the production, which I think will probably stick over here. Either over there, or I'll cut some of these trees down and we'll nestle it in there. Maybe eventually, I don't know whether we'll be able to put the swath stuff in the silo or not, and then pull it out again to put it into production. So we may hit a crazy thing where I'm storing a pile of swath material, whatever it's called, unseparated seed and straw, out in the middle of the field here until I can get the 125 for the production. We also need a forage wagon. We can probably lease the forage wagon if we need to. The cheapest one at 30 grand is probably the one I'll have to go for. It only holds 16 meters, but it'll do for the moment. So let's go get our Merlot. I'm surprised I don't have any actual, like, oh, I do, but it's spinach. Where's the uh where's the barley harvest? Doesn't actually seem to refresh the contracts either. Well, we'll have at least the header, and we'll have the swath on the ground. I'll go get gas here. Next month, or that swath on the ground, and then hopefully we'll have enough beyond that to at least lease, if not buy, that thing, the forage wagon, and then we'll have to save up to get the production. Hopefully, let's see, when is canola best? Canola is best in November, so we basically have till November to process it. And then the sorghum is harvested later and is best in January. But I don't know if there's any quick contracts we can do before we run out of time. As I mentioned in the early part of the video, I'm getting very few views right now, and that has to do a lot with impressions. And I'm getting very few impressions, and that has to do a lot with how much of the video people are watching. And the average view time of these videos is about 1/4 of the length of the video currently. So I got to change something. I got to change probably multiple things. And one of the things is the length of the videos. I need to bring them down to the 30-40 minute range. So that they're not so loggy. I'm gonna see about selling one of these trees. Just to refresh my memory on why I thought it was a bad idea. I'm gonna do one of these trees over here. I mean, I could sell the pine. That's a straight tree. We're gonna drag it over there too. Drag it right down the street. I'm going to pull it out into the field here. And then I'm going to run the chainsaw down it. Up. And then I'm going to cut it about yay long. Yeah, about there. So that it's processed. Push it over. I guess I could have, probably should have cut. If I'm going to cut it that long, I should probably cut it about here too. Alright, so we drop the back and push this thing over just a little bit. Yep. Oh. And push this one. That would be silly, wouldn't it? I'll push that one over too. I want to push this one over. So that I can bunch them up. Yeah, about like that. Not the most professional job, I know, but... get them kind of bunched together, we can be a shorter pole. What I'm trying to say. Pull tight, get this thing lifted up, and get to dragging. One thing I have learned from dragging logs before is you do not want those logs to hit a moving car. Not because it'll damage the car in this game, but because it will really send you for a journey. So off to the sawmill. Honestly, I think this is going to be worth about $5, but I gotta give it a shot. Sawmill's right up here, isn't it? Isn't there a sawmill like right over here somewhere? A wood sales location of some sort? Yes, the Willow Lumber Company. Oh, I bet there's a collectible around here somewhere. I just gotta remember where it is or find it again. Yep, 2,300. And then I'm gonna go search for a collectible around here. Well, 20 minutes of searching, and I found one. That was pretty crazy, actually. Down by Field 82, which is quite a ways from where I started. Although, I still don't know what the jangling bells are. And I still suspect that they indicate a nearby collectible. But then again, I didn't hear the collectible when I was over there. I didn't hear the bells when I was over there. But I did hear the bells when I was over here. And of course they could just be nothing. Literally nothing. But we're done. We will definitely have the header tomorrow. That is the big thing. So from here, I'm going to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope I did better and made you want to watch the whole thing, and you're listening to my sign off, and you thought, yes, this video was worth watching all the way through. And yeah, so I'll catch you next time.